Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you with my last look for the fall/winter, which is going to be on this one right here. And it was inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers here, Tina Halada. So if you have not seen her, I will leave her links below, social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that down below, because I did draw inspiration from her. But if you do want to see how I created this really nice, vampy, sexy look, then go ahead and please keep watching. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you did like it. But let's just go ahead and get started. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm going to go in today with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. I've had this for a little while since I did get it in my gratis a couple months ago. My manager loves this stuff, but I don't know, I haven't tried it out. I wore it once and I wasn't exactly like sure of it, but it has a really nice texture. Feels good. Feels like really lightweight on the skin. But for foundation today, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. And we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and swipe this on. If you guys don't know me, I love stick foundations. And I love this stick foundation so much. I'm also a huge fan of the Hourglass one. But this one was like the first stick foundation that I actually like really got into. Yeah, and I take a whole crap ton of this, as you guys can probably see, but I'm going to take one of my little Tarte brushes. This was Tarte's collab with Nicole Concilio, who is one of my absolute favorite YouTubers ever, and she is like the sweetest thing in the world. But I'm just going to go ahead and blend this in. Alright, and for concealer, I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm in the shade Light, but I do need to get the shade Fair. I feel like this does like a good job highlighting, but I want Fair to do like more extreme highlighting. And I'm just taking a crap ton of this under the eyes, my nose, forehead. I take a little bit on my cupid's bow, and of course I did place some on my chin. And to blend this one out, I'm just going to go ahead and take my Nude Beauty Blender. I'm going to go ahead and take some of my Kat Von D translucent powder and just use this to kind of set my under eyes. And we're just going to let that sit there and bake just for a little. Alright, so I'm just taking a little bit of this white eyeshadow from my Tarte Pro palette, just to set my eyes as well. This is more like a skin tone color, so it is pretty creamy. I just wanted it to be a nice base. I don't always feel safe when I use like a translucent powder. I was like, oh, I need a pressed one too. Oh my gosh. Alright, and with that same brush, I'm going to go ahead and dust away. Well, actually, I'm going to take my Sephora collection brush, just because it's bigger, and dust away that bakage really lightly, making sure that I'm not moving my concealer or anything underneath it. And then whatever is left of that powder, I'm just going to go ahead and use to set some other places of my face. Alright, so actually for a transition shade, I'm going to take my Makeup Geek Beaches in Creme Single Shadow. This is one of my Ride or Die eyeshadows. And I'm just going to be taking that on my Sigma E40 brush. And I think I might zoom you guys in. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this directly into my crease, taking these windshield wiper motions just to really help blend. And I love this brush. I have like a love-hate relationship with this brush. I feel like it does really awesome sometimes, and then other times like I really dislike it. It's like a really nice blending brush, but it is it's pretty precise if you do ask me. So I'm just like, and I'm gonna go in with my Sigma brush at first. And this is like such an amazing color. Makeup Geek had their shadows on sale for $3, and I was like, oh my god, yes. So I bought like another one of these. They had their contour pans on sale for $3, so I bought each shade of that, and I'll use one of the contour ones in my video today. So I'm going to take the shade Henna for my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition eyeshadow palette just to add some warmth into the crease. I do want to keep this like a really nice warm eyeshadow look. Alright, and taking my Sigma E40 again, I'm just blending that into my crease. And I want to make sure that it stays in there, so I am literally keeping it directly into my crease, taking like windshield wiper motions and just really tiny circles, but I'm making sure that my brush is locked into my crease. And then to blend the edges, I'm going to take my Sephora Pro brush once again. And I feel like I have such small like actual lids that like it makes it really like hard to get a nice like color on there, but my crease, I can definitely work with that. So now I'm going to go ahead into my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Zulu, which is this one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and take that onto one of my Morphe M433 brushes just to add some really nice precision. And I'm going to go ahead and lightly just go and take some. And I'm going to pack it on both sides of the brush. And then always tap off any excess color there. And I'm going to take that and really lightly just start blending that into my direct crease. So this one is going to be our first shade to kind of transition into like warmer kind of red colors. I did want to put that really nice warm orange in there, like a burnt orange in there, just to kind of keep like the warm fieriness. And I'm just really lightly, a little bit of this goes a very long way. And I'm just taking it and blending. Alright, so next I'm going to take the shade Ada, or Ada I want to say, and it's just going to be a little bit of this darker red, and I'm going to go ahead on my Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, and we are going to make sure that we are nice and precise with this. So I'm going to pack it right out here and then take it directly into the crease. So this whole look is a whole lot of blending and just making sure that you are keeping everything where you want it to be. Like I'm no master at blending or anything like that. I just kind of go with the flow. But this is going to add a really nice pop of that bright red into there, as you can see. I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M433 just to really blend right into my crease. I just want to make sure that it stays right down here and we're not taking it any higher than what it already is. So windshield wiper motions are probably going to be our better ones around here. And then just kind of bring this one up just a little bit around here. So I'm taking the shade Drama from our Tarte Pro Palette, which is going to be this shade right here, and I'm going to go ahead and pack that right onto the outer parts using that same Sigma brush, the Sigma E45, and taking it and blending it. Like when I say directly, I really do mean on our outer kind of part, and I'm just really carefully going to be blending that directly into the crease. I'm not going to take it any higher than what it already is. I want to make sure that it definitely does stay. And I'm going to go back and kind of sharpen up the lines over here with some concealer. But I'm taking my Sephora Pro crease brush just to help blend out the edges a little bit more. And take my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy. I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my eye. This is going to act as like a primer for the next glitter that we're going to use. but I'm going to make sure that everywhere where I do want glitter is pretty saturated, because we do need something for the glitter to stick on. And like I said, this is going to act as our adhesive, so I'm going to go ahead and just take as much as I feel like I need. And then right after that, I'm taking a glitter by OCC Cosmetics. I forgot the name of this one, and I don't have it labeled on my jar, but it's like a really nice bronze one. And then of course I'm going to repeat the same steps to the other eye. I'm not sure why I didn't like actually introduce this to you guys or explain what I was doing. Must have forgotten, but same thing to the other eye with layering it with that Urban Decay glitter for our primer, then packing on the OCC glitter as well. And just literally look how like beautiful this combination is. It's just so completely stunning. Alright, so I am back with my lashes on. I'm wearing the Flutter lashes in the style Slayla. And for contour today, I'm going to go ahead and take one of my Makeup Geek pans. And I'm going to go ahead and take the pan in the shade Love Triangle, which is Warm Porcelain. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Morphe, what's it called? M527. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack this on. This is my first time using this brush. I really hope that I like it. I'm so used to like really small, precise brushes, but this actually is doing a really good job. It's like so weird how nice it like lays the product on, because it's so fluffy that it doesn't like pick up too much, but it like puts it directly where you need it. And I know I said I was gonna do a voiceover, but my house is slightly quieter at the moment, so thank gosh for that. And I'm just gonna take some on my temples. You might actually be able to hear a little bit of noise, but I think you guys will be a-okay-o. Just take them on my forehead to help bronze it up. I actually really like this brush, and I actually really like this Makeup Geek contour pan. I haven't used it before, but this is my first time using it, and I actually really like it. And I really like the shade too. For like a porcelain look, which is pretty much me because I am so fair skinned, this is actually really nice. Very nice. I'm just gonna pat some up here as well, because I do like to look a little bit tanner than I am. You guys know that I am so freaking pale, so cool. So next for blush, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, which is one of my favorite blushes just for like an everyday kind of one. And I'm gonna take my Morphe E4 brush and just really lightly tap that onto the apples of my cheeks, and then blend it back towards my contour. And this blush is great because it does give you a little bit of that luminosity that you may be looking for. You guys can like see it shimmering in the lights. I really like satin finish blushes because it just looks so good on the skin. Like it really gives you like a like really makes it look like it's a like a glow from within, I want to say, which I love. And for highlight, I'm going to take my Smashbox and Holmes collaboration. I'm going to go ahead and take a mixture between this one, this is Turn It On Pearl, and then Crank It Up Pearl. And I'm going to just take that on my Sigma F03 brush. And we are just going to go ahead. Ooh! Ooh. And I have used this before, but like, oh my god. Yes, this highlight is like everything plus some. You like Holmes, you did so amazing on this. Like it's ridiculous how beautiful this is. Like what? Do you see that? Holy crap. Like I said, I am glowing like a disco ball, girl. Alright, awesome. So for lips, I'm going to take two different shades. I'm going to take Heather's from Anastasia Beverly Hills and then Fiery from Stila and mix them together to kind of create an ombre look for this one, but I might change it to a different one if I don't like this color, so just a heads up. But look at the guys, look at that highlight. And I'm taking that shade Fiery and just placing that right in the middle of my, right in the center of my lips, and just really lightly going ahead and trying to blend it, then kind of touching my lips together and then heading right into a brush to go ahead and blend out those edges and just kind of take your time to perfect it, and it will kind of give you that nice ombre lip look. Here is the finished look, everybody. I really hope you did enjoy this one. I had so much fun recreating it. Thank you, Tina, once again for all the inspiration. Hopefully I'll be as talented as her one day. But please don't forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more. But until then, bye guys.